Tickets, please, miss, inside the store. All the way to here.
Yes, James, thank you. Good afternoon, sir. Welcome.
Good afternoon, thank you.
We're going to begin through here first, please, in Sherlock's study. I'd like to come across to the far side. Hello, welcome, sir. Good afternoon. Hello. We're going to have a short introduction through here in just a moment. This is Sherlock Watson's study. Hello there, welcome. Sherlock Watson's study, just through here. Hello, welcome. Thank you, just through here first, please, in Sherlock's study. Hello, welcome, miss. Thank you. We're going to start through here in Sherlock's study. Thank you. Welcome, sir. Beginning through here, please, in the study. Hello, Miss Robin. Good, thank you. On the Baker Street, home of the world's most famous detective, Sherlock Holmes, and his dear friend, Dr. Watson. I must ask you not to touch the items on display. Many are well over 100 years old, but you may take pictures here. Now, here in the study is where Holmes and Watson would spend their leisure, discuss cases and meet those illustrious clients. As you entered the room, you would likely find Holmes sat in his chair here with his back to the window. During the daytime, his own face would be cast in the shadows, but sat here as a guest, the daylight would fall upon you, where he would study you carefully, giving him the upper hand. Now, we wouldn't know the cases if Watson hadn't compiled them, and we have his writing desk here, his medical kit bag full of gruesome tools, and the Times newspaper from 1881, the year the pair first met and moved to this address. Over in the far corner is Sherlock's desk with his chemistry set for what we now describe as forensic science. And of course his famous Stradivarius violin, which he would play to ease his mind through the most troublesome cases. For if he didn't have a good case on his mind, he could turn to less musical activities. And one of those was pistol practice in the living room. Much to poor Mrs. Hudson's distress, Holmes shot the letters VR in the wall, and they stand for Victoria Regina, his Queen Victoria. Next to Queen Victoria here, we have a photograph of the other lady in his life, forever to be referred to as the woman. It is, of course, the famous opera singer Irene Adler, one of the few people to ever outsmart the great detective. So thank you for listening to me about some items in the study here. If you would like to hear more about Sherlock's room next door, please join me now for a moment. Case, and the big black hat there, the Capella Romano, this was worn by priests of the day. It was part of his favourite disguise, but it wasn't good enough to fool Irene Adler, who was quite an actor herself. The billy club in there was the nickname for a police baton. This would be used for protection and sometimes persuasion too. On the mantelpiece behind you, miss, a Persian slipper, where he'd keep his pipe tobacco stuffed into the toe. One of several habits Watson found distasteful. Up on the wall here, these photographs, these aren't Sherlock's family. These are genuine murderers, serial killers of the time. And he introduced these to Watson as my dear old friends. Here we have Dr. Thomas Neil Cream, the Lambeth poisoner. He had victims across America and London and was once thought to be Jack the Ripper himself. Mary Ann Cotton, the Dark Angel, the first female serial killer with 21 victims, poisoning nearly her entire family for insurance money. Now, for Holmes to get close to criminals as dangerous as these, he couldn't just turn up in a new hat. He had to change his face as well. So he would use stage makeup in the process. And such the master of disguise was he would return home and Watson wouldn't recognise his best friend and colleague. All right, might tell you a bit about Watson too, it's true. So thank you very much for listening to me, and any questions as you explore these rooms, just ask. Whenever you wish, you'll find Watson's room above us here, Mrs. Hudson's at the front, and the Wax Museum on top, where you can meet Professor Morris.
指住佢審問佢。咁啊咁，你咁樣望住呢個人，指住佢講嘢啦，咁樣指住佢講嘢。呢個監獄呢個戴手銬呢個，嚟嚟，咁呢個係打死。睇下睇下睇下。過呢度，過住呢個。我呢個係咁，我幫你。
Que era esse cara aqui.
just behind this in the display. You can take as many pictures, videos as you wish. Doing your whole business. This room here is study art of books, films, and of course new TV shows. Right inside here, next to the ocean, you'll find books of lots and textbooks where we will camera recorded. And then we record. On top of it, the whole inside commercial bag, great with Bible, fashion, wonderful, medical and surgery, the late 19th century.
Thank you. Thank you. Tadi kayak gini ntar lagi